First carry here for Joe Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 18 carries, 85 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Number 28.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. But we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Number 1. It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Raiders. 48 yards.
Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory.
Number 80, a 57-yard gain.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
It's second down.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field. And getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
At the 35-yard line.
going to give this to Mixon. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a first down.
And the Raiders first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he fires one incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his wideout. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. The 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
3-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate, and he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff to Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20.
The pass.
And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
And they're able to up the lead by one more. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Corey Littleton gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good running there by Jacobs on first down as he's able to take this forward for a gain of 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bengals' 16-yard line.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The ball carrier, Carlos Dunlap on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for the extra.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the silver and black continue to roll.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Damian Williams, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. 28-14 was your final score. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Jamison Crowder, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Defense.
What's up, man? The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
14.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 52 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, though.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
The ball carrier.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Pick up on the play. And the
back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7.
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And able to find Green. There he goes, left side. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and
they'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Corey Littleton on the tackle.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory. And that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the house.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
To number 8.
On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 57 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, you can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
For Tyler Boyd.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punt? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 10 now. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Today's final
big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Las Vegas, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.